Hello, I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is Fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 231.5. Rabbit Hole. Internet gods have been nice enough to let me reset my shit and come back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stu, what's up? Thank you for coming back. Hopefully you enjoyed 231 Lemon Hoko. What's up, Bob Rose? Candy Queen. How you doing, Queen? Always a pleasure to have the Queen in the house. Jenny Candy Seed, Bob Rose. Smiley's Gardens popping in already. What's up, Genetic Memory Files? Appreciate you popping in, my friend. Does my mic even work yet? What's up, Smiley?
Hey man, just adjusting us. Fucking getting chat up, all that good shit. What's going on, man? Lemon Hoko was a great interview, dude. I was enjoying every minute of that.
It's a good interview. Can't believe my internet had to be such a butthead, man. That's probably the worst it's been.
Yeah,
I had to shut the computer down and go and reset everything. I had to just reset everything.
I was gonna jump in, but he had it, dude. He was fucking right. He's fucking talking shit with Lemon Hoko. He's rocking it, man. All I was gonna do is get him talking anyway. Fucking, he had plenty to drop, dude. That's fucking awesome. That much experience, man, life experience in the game is fucking. You can't replace that. You can't write a book. I mean, he could write a book, but he's not gonna get it all in a book. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking. He forgot more about growing and breeding than most people ever learn. Shit.
I think I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. He definitely seem to know his shit. It's nice to see them guys out there too. It does, man. It makes me feel good because you know how I feel about breeding and watered down kind of some of this shit's getting. It's nice to know that there's guys out there that it's still a passion and they're taking it to the fullest. You know what I mean? Correctly, by the way.
Yeah, it's cool to hear him talking that. Where he's like, if it was this F generation or whatever, that was a year, man. Like those are each year's worth of work. Like it takes it just puts in different perspective what you actually purchase when you're buying a 10-pack of seeds or whatever. It's fucking dude.
I've said that too, man. There's so much into them. It isn't if you're doing it right. See, I get the thing. If you're doing it right, there's so much into it. Them trial runs, weaning it down to what you want before you even get it out there. There's years into legendary strains, and then people scoff at that the price they paid for that. I mean, it's like, really? A lot of time, people's gardens, it's it's a challenge.
Yeah, no
Should be
doubt.
rewarded. So not only is it that, it's they're taking a chance. No matter how great the strain is you can put forth, man, it's got to be pretty much the right place, right time. It's got to spread. People got to want it. You know what I mean? If you can't, take it to that next step, that can be years and years of work that you're gonna sit around and enjoy. Maybe a couple good friends.
Well, and you think of it too, like just hearing the story of like, the one generation of seeds that he wasn't going to release. I mean, that's who's going to turn down 20 grand, right? Like who's going to have 20, you know what I mean? Like who's just going to be like, no, that ain't right. I'm not going to put it out there. It could fuck up my name, even though it could be profit. I mean, it's profit, right? Like those seeds will sell. You just got a name. It'll fucking move. Put it out
Yeah,
there.
most of them would rather just replace the pack. Oh, sorry, dude. 4 6 months out of your grow. Here's another pack. I wouldn't even want another pack if I got a shit seized like that. I'd be like, nah, nah, let's go
Well,
elsewhere.
like I come from that craftsman side too, though, being an auto repair technician. Like my name was everything in that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to put a repair out that was fucking dead on the money. It fixed the problem they had, and it was fucking what I said it was going to be for cost wise. You know, and there's plenty of times where, I mean, to be totally honest, dude, my ex didn't. I grew up in that business, so I understood the give and take that was kind of there of it. But like my ex didn't get that at all. Like so, there was times where I knew the right move was to fucking bite the bullet, and you do the. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just times where you got to bite the bullet, and it fucking you got to do the right thing, and it ain't the profitable thing, that's for damn sure, but it's the right thing, you know. So that was a yeah, I mean, that's a lot of respect to guys that'll be willing to do that because it's integrity, you know. Like people buy from because they expect quality there too. So
I agree. You go back, you'll send family there. You feel good about it too because it's somebody that you can trust and you know you're not going to get ripped off. I've the people in my book are hard and far between. And usually when I find a good mechanic or something like that, I'm like that. I'm like a repeat business person like that. Once I found a good quality business,
loyalty end of it though kind of did go away. I will say that. Like it, I don't know, man. There's a part of the generation that's out there is this like the coupon shopping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's if it didn't have a coupon, they didn't buy it. They didn't fucking get it done, and they'd go to where the coupon was, and it didn't matter who was doing it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of there's a certain
but
mentality that doesn't ever find that person. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, how good's the coupon? You know what I mean? If the price isn't inflated on the job, and then I give you fucking 10% off, and then inflated fucking, you, you know what I mean? I just tricked you into coming in. Is all I did. You know what I mean? When you could go to somebody with integrity that's going to give you the good price, which would probably been lower or very compatible to the discount price that you got or they were offering. I honestly, the mechanic things, because I'm always done a lot of my wrenching, unless it comes to like transmission or something wildly that I can't do. I'm gonna fucking uh, do it myself. So when it came to like choosing a mechanic, like for my daughter, that's what I did, man. I actually checked around the family a little bit. You got a guy, you got a guy. Found a guy that everybody like, yeah, he's the guy. And then I went and talked to the guy. And verified he was the guy before I even took my daughter's car in there. You know what I mean? And now, if I can't fucking be there or work on it, he's the guy.
That's how it goes.
Just because that good word of mouth right there.
Read chat too.
Doing the same. Doing the same. Yeah, it's a pretty good weekend. Today, man, was pretty good. I got a little bit of work done. Got trip over to the grocery store.
I can't believe this weather.
Well, we got like 2 more days of it.
Take it down. It's gonna be perfect. Better than not having to see days.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I've been out there just loving it, doing all my outside work, getting all my pots washed. I like to wash my pots outside if I can. It's so much easier to just drag the stack outside and take the hose, a bucket of fucking water. You'd soapy, some Dawn, regular Dawn dish soap, not the ultra shit, just the regular Dawn dish soap. Wash some pots down real good on the back porch instead of trying to wash these freaking 10 gallons in a laundry tub, which isn't fun. So I was able to knock out as much as that pot wash and then things that need to be washed done today. So
Yeah.
while getting a little bit of sun on the dome.
Yeah, so I did. Was out at the garden earlier in the day, spraying, do my IPM stuff, and make sure everything's good. And then had my mom over for dinner, and grandson was here, so it was cool. It was a fucking awesome day.
I Miss King Queen. You can jump in if you want. I believe all you guys that there's quite a few guys that have asked us to jump in if you like. Just saying. I still like the day in the indoor man. It reminds me you're a Michigan guy, so you probably heard the day in the mattress man commercials.
Doctor, all the
Let's
mattress.
put
It is crazy how much of that is here in Michigan. That's stuff from like furniture days and shit. Like Jonathan Stevens is here, and I think there was a couple of them.
tons of good Michigan folks.
Yeah, we used to. It was good memories, man. My grandson took. I don't know. He walked a good distance. It was a good 6 to 8 feet. So and it was over to me too. So it was fucking cool. He's been doing it. He's been 3-4 steps here or there, and then he plops down on his butt. But this time he was trucking, man. It was cool. It's funny.
I told you, man. It goes so fast, so fast.
He's like a lightning bolt now too. He's a determined little guy. Sets his mind on something. He's fucking. You can't get in his way. You can't block him. I try to get in his way if he's trying to crawl to something. I'll stand in his way and see what he does, and fucking, he just figures out a way around me. He don't stop, man. It's so funny. Like, let's get on you, kid. It'll serve you well in life.
Right. Right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know, I was on the fence about grandkids for the longest time, and now I'm kind of like, doesn't sound so bad. And have fun with the young ones and send them home, hopefully.
Start stinking. You can hand him over. He's yours, not mine. Did my time on that.
Just because I don't know the name that's trying to get in right now, you may want to check your name before you pop in. Just saying, you might want to pop out, change your name, and pop back in. Because, yeah, I don't recognize it. And I'm guessing it's probably your real name that you may not want showed. I'll call you Double B.
Yeah, it's up with my daughter. He's going to be 19 here in March. So, and grandson's going to be 1 in a couple weeks, December 12th. So yeah, it does fucking fly, man. Like, fucking flies. It's crazy how the weeks melt by now, man. I never remember them going by so fast, but fuck, man, it's like next minute, you know, it's another weekend, another fucking month's gone by. All since winter. Shit.
And with that nasty winter word. I don't want to hear it just yet. I know it's going to be cold, but I'm not ready.
You think it's gonna be a cold winter? I don't think it's gonna be.
No, the lakes are already like chill. You know what I mean? They were chill early on, which makes me think that you know, more snow.
Usually, if the lakes are cold, is where you don't get the much snow. I thought like the lake effect was that warmer water, and then you get the cold air running across it. But I don't. Maybe that's backwards. I don't know. But I thought once the lake froze over, that's when you didn't get lake effect snow, and you get less snow. It seemed like once the lake fully freeze or whatever.
It's usually the years we get the bitter cold though. It's either warmer in my book, lake effect snow, or like the opposite thing. I think.
Fuck, well, hopefully it's like 60s the whole winter, man. I'd be down with that shit right there. We could drop down and get some snow for Christmas and fucking be right. I'd take the upper 30s, low 40s. I don't know. Be all right for a winter. Well, fuck, leave all that negative 50 shit up for boom farms.
He can handle it. He's got plenty of shorts, right?
Okay. How's the queen tonight? Your Highness.
How are you guys?
Wonderful.
Good, good. Great episode tonight, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Who's on with you? Is he on IG? I was gonna try to follow him. He was pretty
Yeah, that's Grim Smurf Banks is his name on IG.
Oh, all right.
He's one of my guardsmen.
I like the way he guilt tripped me, like fucking went out my way out there. I was still listening. I was just like checking out a chat. He said goodbye and he's like, wait a minute, who's leaving? Who said punch is leaving? I did. I laughed. I chuckled all the way to the tent. I was like, that's funny. I'm on his list. I'm on his list for checking out of his episode earlier.
It was Grim Smurf what?
Grim Smurf Banks. They're like in the middle of fucking tropical storm or some shit. I don't know. Crazy.
Already?
Yep.
It's supposed to be a pretty good one this round, isn't it?
Yeah, so they were telling us it was just going to be a tropical storm, and then all of a sudden, like now that it's on us, like almost on us, they're like, oh yeah, hurricane, category 1, maybe 2. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm not ready for this.
Hopefully you get ready. It won't be too bad.
Well, I have a severe case of insomnia anyway, so goes hand in hand.
Don't we all?
I'm never up this late. Never.
No?
I was surprised to see the name pop in chat, to be honest with you. I was like, man, she is up late. Quite surprised. I figured you just like kind of cheesed up from your episode earlier.
No, it's the 1-year anniversary of my friend's passing, so I don't know. I've been messed up about it.
Right. Sorry. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about that. What's everybody's looking at? Hi, chat.
Oh, so maybe we do though. I mean, are we talking about Misty? Miss Lady Luck?
Yeah.
Right? That's who we're referring to. Yeah. So we might as well bring it up and give her a shout out. She was a heck of a gal. We did a lot of us. I followed her on the IG, and it was a loss to the community. So we should kind of remember.
Huge loss. Like I can't even. The magnitude is like a tsunami. I have to say, like I started working on the Lady Ball strain before she passed away. Like we had named it together. I've told the story a million times. But after she passed away, I was like, man, like I can't release Lady Balls as her tribute strain, like. So I crossed Lady Balls to Wookiee Unicorn and made Lady Luck. And I actually, 1 year later, have finished and grown it to fruition, and it's fucking phenomenal.
Strain and show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know my camera quality sucks. She has like this blue hue to her. She's incredible. But anyway, so a year later, here she is in a jar, and it kind of hit me. I was like, wow, like she's really got it. Like, I don't know. It's like you have in your mind, like they're just gonna pop up one day. Like, just kidding, you know. But she's really gone. But at least she can live on through the strain. Like it's giving me hope.
I was gonna say those are really beautiful colors on that too. They look like a purple or blue kind of hue. That's cool.
Yeah, she's definitely unique. She has Space Monkey in her, which is Gorilla Glue and Wookiee, and then she has Afgooey and Wookiee, and then she has Queen White Haze, which is the white and Wookiee and OG and Haze. So she's like got a bunch of Wookiee in her.
Whole lot
She
of
would have liked it that way. Oh, shit. You can leave it to me to like make it inappropriate, but she was just, you know, authentically 100%, you know, in your face. So.
That's cool. I did not have the pleasure.
No.
No, I heard about her. Unfortunately, I heard about her afterwards. So through all the donate or the auctions and stuff. You got one coming up too, don't you, Kenna?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. or today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, I have a bunch of. I went through my vault, my personal vault, and I pulled out a bunch of seeds to auction. And then I have a bunch of people who, when I mentioned it on my live, they were like, "Let me donate a pack," so they're gonna send pictures. So I'm probably gonna do like a tumbler and a rolling tray and like some seeds. So it'll definitely be. And like I said, we did one last night, just impromptu. We made like almost $600. It was like 500 something. But it's just a little something for the holidays to help the family, you know. I mean, it's the least we can do.
It's pretty awesome of you. Pretty awesome of the community.
Yeah, do you got Skywalker? Wheaties just threw out a pretty nice suggestion there.
Skywalker? I don't have Skywalker, but I'm not following. Why? What's...
Oh, I don't know. He's just saying cross some with the Skywalker. I got a Skywalker that I was actually working with right now, so...
So Lady Luck will be clone only until, like, I literally had one of my guardsmen send me the last 4 seeds of the Lady Luck strain because I was hoping to have some males, and when I'm looking for males, I cannot find them. So they sent me back the seeds, which I felt really bad taking it back, but it's only for the preservation of the strain. So for right now, she'll just be clone only to the people that were close to Miss Lady Luck, just as like a, I don't know, like a memorial type thing.
What's up, Rasta Jeff? Thank you, brother. You have an open seat as well if you want to jump in and hang as well.
No.
Gotta love Rasta Jeff, man. Every time I check him out, man, he's so positive. Dropping some good knowledge.
That's what we need, more of positive, good vibes, like good energy, like none of that push pop energy.
Yeah. There's enough ego already. No, that's the thing, man. Like even I don't know, somebody even like Lemon Hoko too, you know, like all the years he's been at it, like it'd be easy to have a fucking ego, right? Like, I don't know. I would think. Like just he was super humble, super willing to share, all that stuff. That's just fucking awesome. Like,
yeah, that was one of those interviews where you're hanging on to like every word.
I was too, man. He was dropping tips, and I was like,
what was the day of that? Like, what day was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I like the old growers like that. I love the hustle stories. I really do. It just reminds me of older times, and I appreciate other people's hustle. So, It was a good one for sure. It was a good one.
Yeah. So next week, Eagle's going to be on my show next Sunday. You know, my guest canceled tonight, so Graham was awesome enough to stand in for me.
No, that's a great episode, even for a cancel or whatever. That's
I
sweet.
know that's what I said to my boyfriend. I was like, dude, I fucking pulled that shit out the bag. Like, I was like, it was a really good episode. You know, I know like Grim is very like just he's got that knowledge, but it's like tucked in. You know, like you don't really like, and then he pops off with it one day, and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? But yeah,
That's
he's super cool. And yeah, we sponsored like 8 veterans for the Dueling Queens Grow Off, and he was one of them. So Hota Herb and me and one other person sponsored the veterans, so we paid for their entry fee and all that.
badass. I like Coda Herb too. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like listening to him talk too.
He's got a good way of speaking too, which helps. You know, he makes you want to kind of follow along into his stories, into his little rabbit holes.
This lady luck is kicking my ass.
Morning, Pete. How you doing? Operation Grow. Yeah, so the Manja Delight is in flower.
What? Wait, say that again. Say that again.
The Manja Delight. Did I not say it right? So how'd I fuck it up? Tell me.
Okay.
Tell me how.
Okay, Eagle. It's a menage. Menage Delight. Come on now.
Oh, I can remember that.
Yeah. So basically, that has a nickname, by the way. It's called Messed Up. I know that everybody's heard the story from me if you're in my life, but that shit's messed up, bro. So you better watch your back. But yeah, Menage Delight. So messed up Menage Delight.
Oh, don't worry. I've got some testers the line for the messed up. Here, you want to try this one out for me right quick? Let me know how it hits.
So when I listened to the AK Bean Brains episode on the podcast, and he was talking about the Northern Lights number 5 male, that it was known to like make people like defecate themselves and like give them tachycardia and all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh, well, good thing I read this article and listened to this interview after I smoked it and grew it and didn't know what the fuck I was getting into. But
that is too funny.
Menage, buddy. Menage.
I can remember that. Menage a trois. So I can remember the menage. So that's what I associated it with. As soon as I heard it, right out the bat, I'm like, oh, I got this.
That's what it's supposed to be. Because, okay, so
I got this.
The TK NL5 Haze has TK in it. The Lemon Royale from Swamp Boys has TK in it. So I was doing like the trifecta type thing, like Menage, you know, the threesome.
There's 2 girls in there currently. How perfect. There's 2 girls in there currently. So yeah.
Preferable.
Yeah, right. Sounds like I've got it going. All right. Everything's lining up here. As long as I don't shit myself in the end, I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So I am excited to see what happens on that strain. If anything else, I mean, I've got to find out if the rumor's true. You know.
Well, if anybody knows me, they know I don't lie. I might embellish a little bit, but I don't fucking lie. So
let me tell you, you'll probably get that info in a direct DM. I don't think it'll be a show announcement.
Eagle will be like, fuck you, Canna. Like, fuck you. I just shit myself. Thank you.
That'll be the one that all the people that I'm not so fond of get for Christmas and shit. They'll be like, "Oh, nice, the sack," and I'll be, "Yep, Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas, happy heart attack.
What's these wipes in the bottom of the box?
Just send a pack of wipes with the pack of seeds when they purchase them. Just send a pack of wipes.
So yeah, I'm smoking on Tuscadero from Scapegoat Genetics. It's one of my newer, enjoyable smokes. Not quite the fave, but it is definitely up there.
And knocked Unicorn out of her slot.
No. Actually, right now it's that platinum cake, man. That thing's like chihuahuing me.
Yeah.
You gotta get some of my unicorn in your garden. That shit's fire.
You have a unicorn?
Yeah, I have the Wookiee Unicorn F2s and the Wookiee Unicorn F3s that I just released. Well, they're in testing, but actually, haven't seen my fucking
I'm
camera.
still weeding through, like fishing through all. I gotta get caught up on all the seeds. I was a little overzealous on popping, I think. Every time I turn around, I'm like, "Oh fuck! I forgot I had those too."
I still have the sunshine, the slice of sunshine waiting to be popped. This is the Wookiee Unicorn.
Oh, very nice.
She's like little orange hairs everywhere, but like purple inside, like lavender, like lilac.
And I am totally going to be swimming in orange here soon. You're not going to regret that slice of sunshine, though. That's
I know, but I've been having such a hard time with bugs. Like I don't even want to pop anything that I don't want to lose, and that's a pack I can't really replace. So I really just am popping shit that of mine because I've been popping my gear, but I'm about to put some other stuff in there. We'll have a Crippy Cross by Doc Wiggle Roots. It's a BX1 Crippy times Florida Orange, and they are phenomenal. I just harvested my Twisted TK. Remember we were gonna grow along? That's the last time I was
got one ready to come down too. I haven't even got to taste it yet. You gave up on posting there on me.
Yeah, well, I sent the pictures to Deep Southern because I was like, did I do something? Like, what is wrong? Because at first it was really slow in veg, like super, super slow. And I was like, okay, maybe it's the organics, maybe it's, because I was battling whitefly. So I was like, maybe it's the bugs. And then, I don't know, I put it in a 10-gallon and it was only like legit maybe 2.5 feet tall. Like the buds were, it popcorn, the whole entire plant popcorned out on me. It had to have been something I did. But then he said that, just like in any pack, like you have winners and you have not so great ones. And that was just, happened to be one of those not so great ones. But I have another one that I'm about to flip, and then I have a tore up, which is the Corey's Cut times 89 Skunk 1. Super excited about that one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't that wasn't something to write home about, which made me sad because I was growing along with you. I'm like, go figure, it happened, but whatever.
It does happen. So what do you got in the garden that you're super excited about right now?
I just took in 2 foster plants, and they were in week 6 or 7 of layer cake. My friend, her daughter, I hate to say it like this, but her daughter's a drug addict, was doing drugs, and she just had a baby, and the baby was born addicted to drugs. So they're placing the baby with my friend, and she had to forfeit her entire garden because DCF was coming in her house and all kinds of stuff. So she gave them to me. So I brought them in, and they had more bugs. So that's awesome. I'm fighting those, but So I have layer cake in there. I'm not that excited about those, but shit, I don't know. I just did a full reset. I have an
I'm
old
glad you
lady luck,
explained,
a
because
queen
I was
white.
completely wondering what a fucking fostered plant was. I was like,
Yeah, I had
is
to
there a
take in her
center?
plant.
Is there like somebody coming around for neglected plants and taking them out of gardens and
But
replacing them with other gardeners? You
yeah,
totally don't deserve
so
this GG4. Come on, just walking it out of the fucking garden and
I
shit.
don't want you, but maybe somebody else will.
Uh,
But yeah,
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just had to.
no, that's fine. It was funny. I have the Queen White Haze F2, the Smurf and the Stone cut, the cut that the plant that won the Dueling Queens grow off on the Queen White Haze side. I have that plant going, and that's the one potentially going to be the one I back cross. So we'll see. It's doing really well. It's the frostiest one I've ever seen or grown, and it's in a 10-gallon, which this is my first round with 10 gallons. So, but yeah, I'm excited about that one. The other ones, I don't know yet. It was a mess before I got rid of the bugs, and then I took my friend's plants in, and it's like I never got rid of the bugs. But I do have to brag on Jack's Bug Be Gone, Jack's Green Cleaner. No, not the cleaner. It's Jack's Green something shit. But it's amazing. They're a new company, I guess. I'm gonna have them on the show. Actually, they're gonna come on the 29th.
Is that Green Bicycles? Patrick from Green Bicycles? Is that the same
No,
company?
no, nope. This one's new. It's called Jack's Bug Be Gone, and it has like cayenne pepper. Like the ingredients are super simple. It's like I've been battling bugs on and off. I had thrips, aphids, and then the white flies. So it's just so simple, and I've been through everything. I even homegrown my own essential oils and cold pressed them, and like to that point. And then I see what the ingredients on this box, like distilled water and like cayenne pepper. I'm like, this better not be it. But it's really working. It's not harming the plants, not burning the plants. And I was using Dr. Zymes, and I did a couple drenches with Dr. Zymes, and it really fucked up the plants that were finicky because I had to do it on every plant. I couldn't just pick and choose which ones to do. So.
What do you mean by it messed them up?
The leaf started curling.
Oh shit.
I can't really explain it. Like it was almost like
They just weren't happy,
the
obviously.
rhizome. It was killed in those spots where the leaves were dying. Like I don't know. I can't really. I mean, this is how my brain works. Like.
Yeah. I've been actually started using the Mammoth P, the Canna Control, and I've been really digging that one. It seems to have it works really well. And
The thing is, a lot of these products are for prevention and like a mild infestation. And when you have if you have a bigger scale, like it gets out of control really fast, and then there's like no backtracking, especially when your soil and I re-amend soil, so it's just a mess.
Yeah. It is, man. It's frustrating. It's a lot of stress too. Like it's a weird thing being a gardener, but like you go in and if the plants are all happy, it puts you in a good mood. But if you go in and like, you know what I mean? If the floor is all covered in water, or fans aren't fucking blowing and shit, you're instantly in fucking panic mode, and it's like stress and got to get it right, It's like,
Take me to church, Smiley, for real. It's like the one day you walk in there and everything's like the leaves are happy and the lights are running, the fans in the perfect temperature and everything's going good. You better bask in that moment. You better just sit there and be like, oh, yes, I am the master. You tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself, because the next day or a week later, your timer's going to default or your pump's going to stop or fucking, I don't know.
it's like when the kids are quiet when they're playing and it goes quiet and you're like, that's really the way, you know what I mean? You should be happy about, but then you're always thinking like, what the fuck is going on? What are they up to? Yeah, I always try to think that too. Like if you're fucking, the problem with that line of thinking though is you want to always adjust something. You know what I mean? Like if shit's going good, like just Maybe check
Just
your.
can't leave well enough alone. We gotta fucking keep our hands.
Yeah,
on
dot your I's, cross your T's, but don't go adding shit. Don't go fucking stirring that pot.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot even speak on that. I cannot even speak on that. I tend to stir it too much. But
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't have it any other way.
You on your toes. It keeps you on your toes. I don't know, man. There's some, there's a lot of thought to that though, to where like you learn really fast when you're doing different things too. Like especially if you're doing it in a way you can, like a side by side or whatever. Or somebody said this thing, I'm gonna try it on these two plants, and you can learn a lot of shit really fast. And even if you don't continue using it, what I mean, at least you still kind of see what it did in the plant, and that's an experience you can maybe use later on too, like plant morphology or training or whatever it is.
That's what I'm talking about, though, kind of the stirring thing. The side by sides. I was fucking
Oh, I got you.
I got our side by sides already, and then I fucking checked the mail today, and I'm like, shit, fucking the pack from Green Bicycles arrived. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
shit, I forgot about that. I gotta make room for that. Yeah.
Well, you can just use that on the earth boxes. You're good.
Uh huh. Nah, I want to see how it works in the cocoa. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see how it works in the cocoa.
I'm sure it works. I'm sure it will work well, man. I don't know.
Canada, I seen that look, Canada. I seen that look. I said, about picking up that package. Poor Canada sent me a package and it went to the wrong address.
Listen, I was telling Doc. I said, Doc, because you guys. Well, I thought you guys were closer to each other or whatever, and I was like, Doc, Doc, Doc. Okay. So the one time I fucking take initiative, like I wrote him and asked him for his address like 3 times. He left me on red. I know he's busy, whatever. Like I don't care. Like I just want to get him his package. And so I sent it to the address that's on your PayPal. And I wrote him, I'm like, I sure hope that's the address. And then like I don't have service in the post office. I don't like whip out my phone so the postal lady can see the weed plants on my phone. You know what I mean? So I got back out to the car and he hadn't answered me back. So like I went across town and then he was like, no, wrong address. Sorry. And I was like, he's like, no worries. I'm like, no worries. What the fuck? Like I got worries. Like that's 10 hours of my life working on them trays. I got $400 or more worth of seeds in that box.
She's
No, I got
all
worries.
like, you go get them fucking tip package.
I said, better take a road trip, brother. And he's like, that's 2 hours away. And I'm like, shit, we don't know anybody that's like near there. Like, take a little fucking, go get it.
He said there's actually a box. I'm like,
I prayed. I was like, at least, if whoever gets the box, at least like let them like squirrels and seeds and please bless their life. I don't know.
the guy says, man, this happens all the time. I usually just take him to the post office. I said, that's bullshit. You know he ain't taking them packages.
So
to the
listen,
post
so
office.
I called the post office and they're like, oh, the truck picked it up an hour ago. I was like, son of a, I knew it. Like, so then they're like, you can intercept it. So I try to create an account. It says I already have an account. I can't get in. There's no password. I can't intercept the package. I'm like, you know what? It's a loss. Fuck it. I'm done. Like, thank you, Aldridge. Appreciate you.
It's not a loss, though. It's not a loss. I got it taken care of.
Yeah, I'm so excited because one of those trays is for you to give away, and of course, some seed. But one of those trays for you. It only took like 3 months to get it to you, but I did it. Well, it was a combined effort, but we did it.
Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I can't wait to go get it and show it off. Hopefully, I'll have it Tuesday night.
Hopefully, it's not fucking banged up. Moderns Modern Genetics ordered a squirrel tray, and he was the first one to like, you know, get it. And like the fucking post office banged the box up so much that one of the corners like bent, and it like, you know, the epoxy like chipped off of it. So he had to send it back to me. I had to remake another one, and I haven't sent it back to him yet. He's been so patient with me. I love you, Modern.
Good dude.
He is really good guy.
Yes, I hope he does well in his grow adventure because he is an amazing guy.
He will.
He's gonna do well, man. And his own soil mix too. That's what's sweet. I dig that shit. Yep.
Just cleaned off my banger on my paper there. That's what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, sweet.
Oh, he's in there. He was watching. He's like, love you too. That's funny. Never know who's watching, who's peeping in the background.
Yeah, late 1978, the predatory bugs, like, yeah. You can try to keep them on a pepper plant with the pollen. I don't know if that just naturally happens or if you got to do more encouragement there or whatever, but I know it's not as like magical of a source of like storing up the hundreds of dollars of predatory mites you've purchased. I mean, probably a percentage of them are going to make it there. And I don't know if they're going to crawl through the rest of the garden from there. I've heard discussions, guys trying to move the pepper plants around and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. My experience of predatory mites work well in a preventative sense, but yeah, like against any kind of an infestation or if you're seeing shit, it's I don't know, you're gonna blow a lot of fucking money trying to go that route. Especially if you're gonna try to spray on top of it, because you're gonna fucking whatever you put out there is gonna be dead. Is what you gotta kind of figure. I mean, maybe some survive. I don't know, but I mean, if you put if you're planning on spraying and treating with oils and stuff, I would say that you're wasting money trying to put predatory mites in there too.
So, what are your thoughts on, like, say, I guess it's very, I don't know if I'd do it in a shower atmosphere, but I would do it if the time of year were correctly and I had an infestation of some kind and the plant were upsized where I could take them outside and fucking actually spray them off with water with the hose. You know what I mean? Get in there and spray the entire plant down with water, let her dry out, and then take it back in. Introduce some, predatories at that point. You know, after you've taken off, physically taken off with water. You know, a good portion of them.
Well, here's the issue that I would think of is a lot of the predators aren't going to reproduce as fast as the prey or the mites you're after. So like, I mean, unless you can really knock them down and try to get the population of predators that you're throwing at them to be close to what you think is there or left there, they're going to be outgrowing them. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't eat them fast enough. They reproduce too fast. Like you're behind that curve, so to speak. So.
Yeah, because I know these white flies I have their gestation is like fucking 9 days from the time they're laid on your leaf until they hatch or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's uses for the predatory stuff, but it's not the miracle fix that I think a lot of people talk about it being. It's I've tried it. I've been down that road. I'm not just throwing stone at it. I mean, I still will use them if I need to, but I've spent a lot of money on them and still had shit fucking not right. So I don't know. And I wasn't getting consulted by professionals either, so I'll caveat that way too. But
I think a lot of it too is like they don't. Everything doesn't. They're everywhere. You know what I mean? You actually need to attack the soil and the plant. You know what I mean? You know, get a root drench and whatever you can get on the plant depending on the phase. You know what I mean? It can't be just treat the plant and not worry about the top
Yeah,
few inches of
it
your
doesn't work like that. Yeah, but
medium
as
because
well
that's
as
where they're hibernating, or
yeah.
waiting to come back.
Yeah, the soil stuff's what scares me. Knock on wood. I don't even like talking about it, but man, 'cause like running perpetual like that, where you're, you know, what I mean, I'm keeping that media, and that's one of the biggest risks that can come up is you're just, you know, what I mean, you just have that much more exposure to time exposure, I guess, to having any kind of a problem, whether it's a fucking virus or a mite or whatever. But shit starts going wrong in the soil, and you don't always catch it right away. It's like, you know, it's one of them kind of slow to see things, and by the time you catch it, it's probably a huge problem, especially if it's in the root zone, fucking where you're never going. You know, I mean, I'm never digging in there and shit. So
Yep, everything you said is my daily struggle. I was actually standing in my garden like, can I just get one good run? Like where my lights don't fuck up or my pumps don't seize or I don't have bugs infested. Like, can I just have one good run? Just one. I just need one. I'll feel better then.
yeah, no, it's that's the truth right there. That's real talk right there. I know a lot of new growers start out and they get their first run and it's fucking beautiful, and they get a lot of free information from, you know what I mean? Like I did too. I got a ton of free information from other growers that shared their experience, and it's like, but by the time you get to your fifth run is where it's like, okay, now all that shit's had more than a year on it, right? Probably, or whatever. It's like now you're looking at replacement intervals for shit. You know what I mean? And that's where like all of a sudden this happened and that happened, and you don't think of that stuff because you never went through it. You know, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is, everybody's like, oh, what? It's just plant, it's just weed. And I'm like, call my plant a weed one more time. Just one more again. Just say it one more time. um, but yeah, it's not all sunshines and roses, and everybody takes pictures of the pretty buds, but you know what I mean? Like they don't all look like that. The plant don't all look like that. Um, it just doesn't. Everything doesn't go smoothly every time. And like you said, I'm perpetual, like like I just seven plants, and that's 70 gallons of soil, just right there, seven plants, like that's 70 gallons, like that's the potential of 70 gallons infested with, and then me transplanting, something else into it. So it's just been a mess. And I've tried the drenches, and that's what Eagle was saying. Like, if you do it on the top, you got to do it on the bottom. If you do it on the bottom, you got to do it on the top. Like, you don't have to do it the same day, but you have to, you have to be adamant about it. Why it's called an IPM is integrated.
Once you
Like,
start
you get
fucking
ahead
around
of
with
it.
them drenches too, you got to rebuild that fucking root zone. You know, it's root drenches are like fucking cancer radiation. Basically,
Yeah,
it's killing fucking everything,
yeah.
and then it's recounting on your immune system to slowly fucking come back. You know what I mean? You start going in with them drenches, you better be coming back with some kind of fucking teas, some micros,
So
or something
I
put
don't know
back
if
in
you
there.
guys have ever used trifecta, but they are heavy on the clove oil in their solution or whatever. And I did a drench, and within 4 hours, the plants were like they were like shriveling because roots on the
I've
soil
never
like
did
are sensitive.
French.
But it's like Ego said, it's like the key. That's like the poison, the mustard gas you're putting into it just to kill everything. So then all your biological life and enzymes and all that, they're you know they're struggling too.
No, that's a great point that Ego is making, and you're saying too. Like you go. I don't root drench for that reason. I don't want to have to, like in my world where it's like living soil. That's like shutting the engine down. You know what I mean? Like that's like fucking pulling the red stop button, and like at that point, you might as well go to mixing the soil and getting rid of the shit. Trying to battle it ongoing is fucking doesn't make sense either. So. Yeah, there's tough hurdles like doing that way where you're perpetual. There's a lot of tough hurdles that come up. So
What's up, Noah the Grower? Nice to see you, my friend.
Yeah. Noah the Grower. That was a great interview too.
Man, you gotta love it when you roll a joint. The fucking from that reclaim, this paper's like already translucent. This thing's already just destined to be good. And isn't that always a good sign though when you've like fired that up and you've seen that paper go from white to fucking like you just wiped it with chicken grease. You just fucking see everything in there. Like there ain't nothing left of that paper anymore. You know what I'm talking about though? When you hit it and it fucking that paper just goes translucent from all that sweet oil and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Get the nice ring around it all the way.
Oh yeah. Chases it all the way down. Oh.
I've
actually flipped this thing around like 4 times now, debating on which end to light it. I'm like, flip, no, up, no, no.
That's funny.
Still doing it.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I'm gonna attempt it anyway. I'm super.
Yeah. Thanks for
But I'm glad I caught you guys. I'm glad I got to come on.
Yeah, it was cool hanging with you, Queen.
Keep up the good work there, Kana. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Heck yeah. It's tasting pretty good. It's that orange boss with that translucent paper. Pretty tasty.
Orange boss.
Yeah. That's that one I gave out from North Star. There, the Orange Barros, the Fort Jefferson, the Morbid, and which other one? There was another one. Oh, the Buddha. The Buddha's hand. That's the one I kind of I held back. I was like, ooh, because I don't know. I like Buddha. It's just something about the name that just says like you're gonna be like, yeah, you want to enjoy this, friend. You know what I mean?
True.
Pretty tasty. I haven't even taken a dab tonight. I did sneak a couple today though. Usually, as of late, I've been kind of keeping it for like a show type thing. But last few days, I'm like midday, I've been like seeing it sitting there. I'm like, might as well just take one. It is right there.
Them earth boxes look cool as fuck behind it too.
Just
they even get center stage. You even giving them center stage. That's so nice. He's like, I'll put mine in the outsides. I was like, I don't even care. I'll put mine in the less light.
What's up, Tal?
Yo. That was so bizarre, Lemon Hoko, when he mentioned that frog fart strain. Dude, this kid grew it on YouTube a long ass time ago that I was watching, and the shit looks legit, dude. I was like, I want to get that shit someday. And yeah, it was just really random that he happened to mention that strain, and I knew about it, and that he had it under some other name. You know what I mean? That was pretty crazy.
That's dope. That's the real deal, man, where he don't, you know what I mean? For probably a long time, he didn't want nobody to know what the fuck he was doing or who he was. You know what I mean? Even if he was putting gear out, it was like, yeah, dude, you ain't going to know me or recognize me. You ain't going to be able to pick me out of a fucking lineup. That's, you know what I mean? Like, those are the days.
Yeah, so I'm sure he knows what good weed is. So, yeah. That's half of the battle, being a good breeder. If you haven't experienced a whole shit ton of different weeds, you know, at least in my theory is, you know.
That was a trip when he was talking about that too. Having like a 20-minute ride to the grocery store was a fucking 3-hour project, you know, because you were.
Dude, yeah, I knew this guy. They used dead people to register the cars to do their operation. Then they would switch. They would go into parking garages, park the car, walk to another car, and then, like in the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time where, yeah, they arrested a shit ton of people exactly doing that, following them from the grocery stores.
If I were an investigator, I would open a fucking, you know what I mean? I would just open one. Why wouldn't you just fucking open one? You know what I mean? Just fucking, I'd just be, I'm right there with you, man. When I first started, man, I was in a super small town. And it happened to be like the only fucking town with a grocery store in it, which was odd because this is how bad it was. This is how odd it was. This was town, okay? This is town. There's like a main road, and it had a gas station and a fucking post office right there. And then you turned on like towards my house, and that was town. It was only like 3 buildings, little connected buildings wide, okay? And there was like a fucking party store slash deli, you know what I mean? Little fucking local store. And then there was the fucking grow shop and a motocross store parts place that is kind of closed down in the police department right across the street. And that was fucking town. So who is going to the fucking grocery store with the police department across the street? I don't know in that little small town, and I would have never fucking went. You know, I was just scared to death to go to it anyway because it was such a small town. How could you not recognize everybody in town's fucking vehicle when you drove by? You know what I mean? You're like, knew it. You know, so I always had to go out of town no matter what. I mean, and the next one over was quite a ways, man. It just wasn't, you know.
Yeah,
Couldn't
and
go
people
another
from that
fucking 10
town probably
minutes or so.
went to people from that other town that you went to probably went to your town's grocery store to get their shit.
I hope not. That guy was a dick, man. I had to go in there one time. I actually swapped a vehicle, fucking borrowed a buddy's vehicle, just because I had to go and I fucking couldn't make the trip to the other grocery store. So the guy, and this is funny, the guy that I fucking sent to the house to go pick up Candace's package and the rest of my mail. I took his car to the grocery store and fucking got my shit. And at that point, it was fucking to buy like bubble bags and shit. They were actually fucking one of the few places that actually had bubble bags. And I go in there and talk hash with this cat, and he gave me literally the worst advice on making hash that I still to this day would like to just have a serious conversation about. He's like, yeah, just go in there, take your ice, take your material, put it in a cooler, mix that shit all up, and then let it melt, and then fucking strain it out. And it was like fucking the most greenest, nastiest fucking first batch of hash I ever made. And every time I made hash after that, I just felt like, oh, I need to go up there. He wasn't, I mean, it was just horrible advice. And then he actually got a second store in another town, a bigger town. And I almost wanted to tell everybody in that town, stay the fuck away from that store. That cat don't know shit. But I didn't. Not like that. Terrible hash advice. I guess that was one of the reasons I didn't. He wasn't, you know, he was giving hash advice. He wasn't giving grow advice. So he might have had some good tips on grow. Not hash.
Not hash.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't go to that grocery store even now with it legal and all that. Like I would across the street from the police station. Yeah, that's just bad choice of location, man. Like, really? That was the only spot in town. I don't know.
Both locations are currently out of business. So
Imagine that.
right.
That's funny shit.
I don't miss the grocery store days, man. I don't go,
Yeah,
that
you guys
much.
get. I got stuff from Amazon and actually from a different hydro store delivered. Is that what you do now?
No. Actually, I buy a lot of stuff online. Well, Amazon and whatnot. I used to get a lot of like equipment from. I get all my equipment. If I gotta buy equipment, it's offline. Half the time, it's cheaper than. I hate to say that about the grocery stores, but it's half the time it's cheaper, and or they're like, we can get it for you. I always hate that we can get it for you. Fuck, man, I can go home and order shit. I know how to fucking use the internet. Fuck, I don't
My
I
problem
don't
was
need you for that shit.
they didn't have what I wanted. I like to support my guy because I want him to be there in case of emergency because I don't want him to go out of business. But they didn't have freaking pumice rock. They didn't. They for some reason they stopped carrying down to earth shit. Yeah, I don't know if it changed hands or what because I knew the guy who like owned it, and then I don't see him around anymore. And now like the place doesn't have the shit that I want.
Well, they're starting to get like fucking mafia on some of that shit from some of the grocery store guys that do talk to, that from the seed days. Fucking, they're like, man, X brand. We have a hard time getting that because we can only, like, that brand will only let us carry it, and we can only be the only ones to carry it in such a mile range. You know what I mean? Such
Right?
a
Yeah,
circle.
yeah.
We're like an authorized dealer. And I'm like, that's fucked, man. It seems like counterproductive for a company to do some shit like that. But I don't know.
It's all the angle, man. They get their angles.
Yeah, I don't know. They have Starbucks right across the street from each other around here. They don't cannibalize each other, you know?
I don't know. At one point, they almost cannibalized themselves. So
Yeah.
Starbucks.
So Eagle, you already got clones. You only have clones of a few plants that you keep around, huh?
Yeah, it's getting very hard to decide what I'm keeping anymore.
You
But
got your
yeah,
beautiful loser though. Cut your beautiful loser, or you just keep doing more beans.
I got a cut of the beautiful loser that I keep around.
There you go. There's got to be at least
There's a
one or
lot of.
two that are special that you keep, right?
I've been looking around and looking at things to come, man, and man, it's there's so much good laying on the table. Fucking, yeah, at this point, things have got to be really spectacular. The only, at this point, cuts are being taken to keep things sustained until
Right.
the next. You know what I mean? And then that clone's being evaluated, seriously evaluated, whether or not it's going to stay after I get a taste of the new. And but
Yeah,
yeah,
but you
I'm
know,
pushing pretty hard.
you get used to the certain strain. Like I was said a bunch of times. You think it's great, and then you kind of get used to it, and then you don't think it's so great. But then if you put it on the shelf for well, 3 months or whatever, and then grow it again once, then it's new and it feels it's like fresh again. It might just not feel good. It might not be good for you anymore because you just did too much of it. But anybody else would just love it.
No. I mean, it, that last test round, this last test round's been nice, man. That fucking them primal crosses that just came through, the GMO and the wedding cake, man.
Right?
That gassy profile, man. I haven't actually had that in the garden for a minute. And man, that shit fucking woo. That shit for the, and you know what's sad is I burned I smoke a lot. I smoke a lot of weed. When Fumador called me out on the fucking embracing organics the other day, I was like, fucking good luck with that shit, buddy. He said, I think I can outsmoke him. The last thing I heard from him was, I think I can outsmoke him. And I was like, oh no, I'm not letting that one go. Good luck with that shit, buddy. But man, I burned probably 3 zips of that shit through that week of the probably at least 1.5 each of the wedding times primal and the GMO times primal, and that shit, man, was hitting me fucking hard. But it burned, it weaned itself out pretty quickly. It's still really good, but it wasn't as punching me in the face like it was the first few days. So if
You
I could
gotta
kind of just keep that good rotation of completely different shit going,
yeah.
I think I'd rather roll with that.
When you stand up, you gotta hold on to something.
Yeah.
That's the kind of weed I want. All the time.
What's up, World's Last Hope?
What, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Why are you looking so blue, dude?
Right?
Oh, I'm not. I'm good.
Down.
I'm just chilling.
Or concentrating. Maybe he's just concentrating, right?
Let's see, he looks like a giant. What you hanging out, man? Is that a new light?
Just tightening things up. Got room 1, 2 going. Got 3 getting ready to be light tight. That's what I'm doing right now is light tighten this guy. And then got to build room 4 right this second. So still we got some nice healthy girls going into the recycling mode here.
There you go.
Got some orange dreams. Guys are nice and thick. They're probably just gonna make some fucking nice big old fat fucking
And I
colas
like
for
the
me.
fucking
That's
them
fine.
speary
Don't
leaves,
matter.
man. What is it about those leaves that I like
Yeah,
so
they're
much? They
nice.
almost look like spears.
Yeah,
The
they
fingers do.
Put it this way, you know the good old saying like happy garden, happy life, right? If your garden's pissed off, more than likely you're not happy.
Yeah. And very, very true. Very true.
How's everybody else garden looking?
Good, man.
Knock on wood. It's all coming around.
I see you, Smiley.
Yeah.
I see you on the
With
IG.
them taco
Looking good,
rail fan leaves. I'm loving that shit, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a stellar
Very good.
cut, man. That's totally
Oh,
that's a real stellar cut.
Yeah, if you didn't grow it right, though, it wouldn't look like as good as it does.
Thanks, man.
Some
We'll
pretty
say
candidates.
The Ghost OG that I have is a pretty telltale of how healthy a round you got going. She'll throw a taco leaf like that with the rails or whatever, but if she ain't happy going into flowers, she ain't gonna do that.
I'm starting to get excited on what the blueberry crosses I have are going to do. They're smelling. They're smelling good already.
Are they CrossFit?
It's AK Beans vintage blueberry that I hit with my cheesequake.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I told you the whole story, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to hit it with something else, and now I'm just a freaking crazy pound chucker like everybody else. Hitting every female I got with my cheesequake now.
chucking that hype strain mail.
No, but yeah, so far everything has been working well with that comes off of that mail. So
that's all you're really asking for, right? Like just I mean, with a male, you're trying to prove out what traits it's most likely going to pass along, and if it's heavier yield or structure or weight, you know what I mean? That's
right.
my understanding of it is you're trying to prove out what that male's going to bring to the party,
And it definitely
Oh,
has
man.
influence. Definitely. What are you chuckling about, Eagle?
Right?
I
My
saw
mind's
that.
fucked. My mind's fucked, and it is funny.
It's funny though.
Oh, you careful what you fuckers ask for, because man, I tell you, when you ask, I'll tell you, might not fucking. So, you guys sitting here talking about breeding and fucking like all the possibilities, and you know, I was honestly, this is what pops into my head is what I said. I'm thinking, man, it's a good thing these guys are concentrating all this pollen chucking on just plants, because it could be a crazy world if little boys or men, however, actually took to themselves in breeding projects like that. I wonder what I can cross this thing with. Holy cow! Let's see
I
what
don't-
kind of traits I can bring out of.
I don't want to cross anything, but I want to practice with a lot of different women.
So yeah, that's what I was chuckling about. It's a comedy store in my head half the time, man. Careful what you ask for.
That's funny.
Oh man, yeah, I am definitely thinking about multi things at one time. That's terrible. That's what I've always been like that, though, man. Kind of crazy. It's funny. Vasectomy breeding outfits.
Yeah, I read or I heard somewhere that Genghis Khan had so many kids. When they test people's genealogy, there's a piece of him and a ton of fucking people.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's wild. So Ginger Snaps in chat I seen was asking about pheno hunting. The whole idea there, Ginger Snaps, is like what Tao just said. So Genghis Khan had a bunch of kids, and whatever mom, or if it's the same mom, those kids come out different, right? Like me and my ex, I have two daughters. One's a redhead, one's a blonde, so they're different spectrums. But when you're actually pheno hunting in the plant world, you're trying to identify that. So if in a sick way, I guess, if I was doing that across my daughters and you say you wanted the blonde, then that would be what you would select as your pheno from that hunt. You know what I mean? When you crack that generation of seeds or whatever. If that helps.
See.
Sorry. I just shifted the whole combo, didn't I?
No. I'm reading a ton of people that anyone with European ancestry, Asian ancestry. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how that works. How one guy could actually do something like that. Have genes, kids, blood relatives worldwide. One boy did back cross to her daddy. What?
Yeah, see, that's where it gets sick if you're talking human genetics. Like, that's where it's like, what? That's fucked up, bro. But yeah, in plant world, that's where Lemon Hoko was talking about. You can hold those in the, what I mean? You can hold that cut of the original mom or the original parent lineage if you wanted. And yeah, you can cross the dad back to whatever, and, or you can cross the following generations back to the original mom clone. And that's kind of that IBL he was talking about.
Like Smiley was saying, you take a female, male, cross those two together, make a new strain, put that aside, take something completely different, boy, girl, together, cross those two together. Now you've got like 8 different variations, but it gets more detailed than that because you get every single characteristic from each one. If you do a land race, you get like Afghani and like Durban. Afghani Durban, you go straight down the middle. Afghani Durban, more Durban leading, way Durban leading, more Afghani leading, more like pure Afghani. And then you start being like, okay, well, this is the trait I want. So you start taking the original male and taking the female you choose back to the male. Like, actually, that's what GUI breeder's done for like 30, I think it's like 34 or 35 different generations now. Kept the original male, the first boy he had, and took the new female, crossed on the original boy, and made new seeds. But eventually, after like 3 to 9 generations, you start making your own landrace because it starts becoming stable. They all start becoming same height, flower time, smell, everything. So
I would call that like
it all depends on how many different things are crossed into it. Yeah.
I don't think you can make your own land race. I guess,
Yeah.
like, in my opinion, there you're making something that would be maybe like heirloom or like your own kind of thing. Because like every generation, you're actually narrowing that. Where like a land race is going to have an open pollination, so you would see multiple males hitting multiple females, and that seed prodigy from that would have a wider variety of them genetics. You know what I mean?
So, okay, not land race, but stabilized. If you're stabilized,
stabilized,
it's going to show mainly one trait versus everything else. So if you are like, okay, so if you get GUI or from GUI breeder, it's champagne. Like that's the terps off it. It grows mainly indica, giant buds, coated as shit, but they're like citrusy champagne. Anything you cross to that, it almost acts and recreates like if you did a land race because it's been separated and segregated so long that it's actually putting off its own hints. So if you did like GUI versus Afghani, it's more than likely going to be half and half versus like a third.
Right. It's going to be, the offspring going to be way more stable. If you have 2 stable parents, it'll be half and half. There'll be a quarter that looks like the mother, a quarter that looks like the father, and 50% that are mixed. But if you have strains that aren't stable, that have 5 different strains into the parent itself, then there'll be strain there won't be 25% that look like each other and 50% that look like each other. They'll all be all over the place.
Well, again, if you do Afghani versus Durban, it's going to be 50-50 or 75-25 or 25-75 or full. So you have 5 variations. So pretty much like you're going to have that chance of getting what you want, but you have to limit the selection down.
But it also depends on what recessive traits you actually have carried over through your pheno. So there's a lot of different variables that come into that. That's where that pheno selection really matters because, like Alco was saying too, like that's the choice, the direction that you're taking. You know, and just because you took one,
you want OG or do you want citrus?
Yeah, and just because you took an OG to a citrus doesn't necessarily mean it's a new strain, I guess, in my opinion, either. I mean, you made a cross, and that needs more work, you know, to be like, you know, that's kind of my mind's eye on it. That's not really just all of a sudden, hey, that's a new strain, let's go rename it and run with it. But I don't know. I mean, I suppose that happens enough too.
Yeah, someone was asking that in the cheap homegrown show, like, if I just cross 2 things and that it's like is it my strain now? It's like, and I can name it whatever I want. And you could do that, sure. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Who's gonna stop you? But people might not think that's the way to go, but I don't know. Like your boy, the ABC company, they just hit the platinum shit. What is it now? But not platinum cookie. Platinum Kush, was it by Cheesequake?
The platinum dosey.
Yeah, that's it. Platinum Dozy by Cheesecake, and they called it butter cheese, so that's fine.
So here's a debate for you. If there's already a strain out there, you buy the genetics that make that strain, like that strain, grow the phenos out, find a male you like. It's gone through all the stress tests you need. You make that with something else. But it's the same. Like say, like you made, I don't know, doesn't matter. But like if you made a strain that you were like, okay, well, I like this, like the precursor to that, I like the male of that, and I made the new strain to that, but I found different variations of that. Dude, it's your work because you bought the strain, or you bought the seeds, you pheno hunted, you did the work. But again, like, what do you feel about that? Like, you know, like, do you?
So what? Wait, let me. So what you're saying?
Do you keep them to yourself?
What you're saying is,
say like
Blue Dream. Use Blue Dream. So you got you got
okay. So Blue Dream's out. Okay, so somebody did like Blue Dream on fucking triple XOG on Blue Dream. Okay, so they were like that's the male on Blue Dream. The seeds came out. I sold every seed I fucking had. People grew everything I had, ran the males, took all the males together, ran them through the tasks, pollinated on different strains. But I also did the same strains, like say like, oh, we did super triple X octane on Blue Dream times gelato. Okay, well, what if other company already did that and they're already getting recognition for that?
That's happening all over the
place.
There's all kinds of similar crosses that are happening. You know.
Exactly.
Well, I thought what you were going to say. So shit, yeah. What is Super Silver Haze by Blue Dream? I thought you were saying if I bought Super Silver Haze seeds and blueberry seeds and made that cross myself, would I be able to call it my own?
Yes.
That would be.
Would you call that Blue Dream? Because it's the same. Because it's the same name. That's the same
Blue Dream
cross that they called that.
Right. The same strains. Right.
But again, there's already a couple of different. There's already like 2 different cuts of Blue Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Would you end up like trying to recreate that as like, hey, this is the American One's first.
This is the American One's Blue Dream, better than all the rest.
Like, this is Blue Dream recreate?
I think the best way to handle that would be like in the labeling of it. I mean, if it'd be one thing if you were like you popped some seeds and you picked out a male or a female, and then at that point you might be able to label it, you know, in the case whatever, Blue Dream, the world's last hopes cut. You know what I mean? And then on the breeding there. But once you start throwing the pollen on it, you know what I mean? Actually chucking some pollen there, it should, you know, it's your creation, and maybe be like my version of Blue Dream times, you know what I mean? Like, just this is a nod to what it was, but I've worked on it. You know what I mean? This is my creation, my version times whatever. I think that's fair enough.
Right, but you don't want to be just taking the dude's Blue Dream, F2ing it, and then selling those seeds and calling them Blue Dream, because people do that shit too. Which is wrong in my book. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going too, Sal.
Again,
so like I just cracked.
If you sell your seeds and somebody fucking makes a male of it and pollinates on it.
No doubt. But like, so here's the dick move of it, World's Last Hope. Like, so I just bought some seeds from Gage Green Group, right? So I cracked those. I had males, I had girls. I just took clones when I sexed them, and I just let the boys pollinate the girls. It's kind of an open pollination thing. Now, had I done that on a full-size plant and I had a shit ton of seeds, if I went out and I started selling those seeds under my own name or whatever, you know, even though they're that I think is bullshit. But my intention is to take those seeds and find my pheno. I'm just doing that for my own self to find possibly a pheno out of the grandparent or the older lineage that I can then use for my own purposes, whether I want to breed with it or not. But if it's, if you're releasing that shit and making money on it, there's got to be some kind of a fucking, an ethic to it. But if you're talking just breeding for yourself and doing whatever, dude, no holds barred, fucking chuck pound all day long. It's when you start repping it to people and trying to fucking take their cash for it. You know what I mean? That's where I think the real line gets drawn. If you're gonna put yourself out there as a company and you want to fucking pump seeds, you should be doing shit the right way and acknowledging people the right way,
I think that's where a lot of the hostility comes from that Lemon was referring to earlier.
They don't give people credit.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand that. Like, I'm the one. I give credit to anyone's seeds that I use. I have no issue with that. Like, that's what. Why does that make it any less?
It's
right. It shouldn't be any less. It should be a better tale of the seed.
But
better lineage.
For instance, Subcool would have didn't like the blueberry. He didn't want to use blueberry and shit. So that's like, I think that blueberry and cheesequake is gonna be killer, dude. Hopefully, and I think AK Bean Brains knows what the fuck he's doing too, and that blueberry is awesome. And hopefully, so that's what that shit would have never really went down, with the original breeders most likely. So I think that's another thing too.
So loud, dude.
Yeah, he's always got making noise over there. That's good though. It's getting shit done.
Oh, good, man.
My bad.
Good, brother.
But yeah, so like for me personally, Tal, that's my goal. Is, I guess not a goal, but it's kind of what the adventure I'm setting off on is I want to take some of these. I just made 3 or 4 different crosses that were like an F2, like I described. So, and then I also took those males and I hit some to my regular like GG4, Purple Punch, some of the ones I've known, and I kind of hit those with it too. But they're all little clones, so I'm just trying to set myself up with a handful of seeds I can pheno hunt through, and then decide on possibly a male from another lineage, or I have that Sky Color Kush F3. I have a few males of that I'm thinking might be the good one to try to throw onto.
Dude, that's for Mean Gene, right? That's Sky Color. That's just got to be legit.
Well, and the idea that it's F3, I think that's where it's starting to kind of stabilize too, so like you'd be having somewhat of a steady genetic thrown onto whatever variable girl.
And there's a lot of that going on too, because I just popped seeds from I'll shout out the kid. Is the silent one, THA, the silent one on YouTube. And apparently he did some work with an alien rift that he got like F3 or F4 male that he hit with those clones. He hit a GG4 that he got from Josie. He hit the San Fernando Valley OG Kush cut that he has, So the cuts are like infamous. So if you get the good male and hit up those cuts, you have better odds of getting good shit. But considering that he worked that male to that far down, he doesn't call it, he doesn't give it a name or, whatever, but yeah. I'm excited to try those too. I'm excited for every seed that I pop, man. You never know what's going to freaking grow up.
What male was that?
The
American?
kid had an alien rift F something 3 or 4. I think it was an F4. He said
that's a Vader seeds. Vader, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
Word.
I'm pretty damn sure. Ocean
Yeah,
grown.
I've seen him throw out some fire for sure.
And that's another thing. I think some of the like Ocean Grown had a strain called Bewitched that always, when I see pictures of it, it always looks better than all the other ones that were getting like hyped. And I think it was better, but just because everybody had the name on their tongue about Alien Rift, and what was the other one? Was it a Java Pie? Is that from them guys?
Java Pie, Ninja
Yeah,
Fruit.
Java
You know,
Pie.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
all those.
I was just getting ready to say,
But
you know, collabs suck because now that as he was just talking about the Malibu there, I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, that was ocean grown, but that's Spartan, or
right.
a pH nerd.
Now
You
they're
know what I
separated
mean?
and shit.
Yeah, now they're separated. So now do you fucking call them ocean grown, or it sucks because they came out that way, but now fucking the team's busted, and now you got to go, oh, was it ocean grown?
Right.
It sucks. There's that confusion. Me myself, I think it should stay under the original banner. That's what it came out with. After that,
right. Then they
know.
have to release their own,
Yeah.
to have their name on it. Yeah, I think you're right.
The creators of like these fast food, you can't like fucking people, the investors in McDonald's aren't gonna be like, yeah, I'm walking with the fucking Big Mac.
That's mine. I invented that shit.
Yeah. You can have the rest of the fucking menu. I'm walking with Big Mac. That was my fucking idea. It's Big Mac. Here's your money. Go. Yeah, I don't know. Call me crazy. Crickets. Terrible, terrible crickets.
I'm sorry, I was coughing. So, American One, what are your next crosses you got coming up? I know you just cracked a bunch. You're running a bunch of new shit,
yeah, I'm still searching for a male because, like, that's the whole conundrum. And
why?
Because all the shit I run isn't up to snuff. It has herms or has issues. So,
all right.
Yeah. But I am gonna hit some shit with this blueberry male that I have and see what happens.
As I'm around reversing any of them or doing the.
No, I'm thinking about doing. I'm gonna go down the line. I think of that. I'm gonna try the F2s or the Amy Aces that I have and see what comes out of that stuff because I think it could be really interesting.
I think you should cross the Godiva with the Amy's Aces.
There you go.
I like that. The Amy Aces was really good. It had excellent fucking bud structure, and I liked the overall effects.
And you could dance to it.
The fucking. I like the Godiva flavor. That Godiva's got some really unique flavor. Like I said, I haven't had that flavor, that like red wine terp in a while. The last time I had it was that Wonder Woman. And every time I crack that jar, that's immediately what I think.
Right in your head, Wonder Woman.
Wine.
Well,
in fact, the other day, I could look it up for you. I said, I don't. It's not like I know right off the top of my head, but I could, Google that shit for you. Look it up in my book.
Oh yeah, I could probably do that.
But
what blueberry you running, bud?
It's from AK Bean Brains. And he called it vintage blueberry. But nice. I do actually have, I think 2 up and running from Riot Seeds. That was, I think it was called like Blue IX. And the write-up was, it was chosen from, he gathered all the blueberry seeds from all his buddies and stuff. And they all went through them and they found like the best ones and pressed them. But he gave DJ Shore the credit,
Did he charge you fucking $10,000 for a cut?
No, I didn't get the cut. I got but yeah, I got it. It was on a promotion thing with a shirt or a hat or something. so I didn't have to shell out to like $3.50 for a pack of beans. I'm cheap
There you
like
go.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of his cuts go for like $1,600.
And some of them look killer. I'm sure it's killer, but yeah, that's not mine.
What are we looking at, Eagle?
These are this was the Wonder Woman that I grew back in the day. That's that attic. That's the attic room up there.
Yeah.
What's in the Wonder Woman?
Look, there's a. It's actually one of the Wonder Womans. Them pots right there. I still could swear by those air pots right there. That isn't even a 3.5 right there. That's like a 2 that girl's in right now. You see that fucking ladder right there? Everything that was the entrance for that room was that. I ain't even bullshitting you. That fucking plant came down that fucking ladder. That's no fucking lie, man.
It's some bitch, man. You climbing that ladder.
Every fucking the buck 5 gallons of buckets of water went up that motherfucker, man.
You just walked right up
Get
that
some
like
plants,
steps,
man.
man.
Oh man, yeah, I did. I actually, it was Even with when I had my leg surgery, fucking, and I couldn't like walk up it, I went up backwards, and I would grab the bucket and grab the ladder and fucking hop up that bitch and sit right on the opening and fucking scoop my ass back there, man.
I can't believe you got tired of doing that, Eagle.
Oh man, I did that for fucking 5 years easy. That room when it was like that. And as you can see, my wood shops underneath there, fucking. Eventually, I started like slowing down and like started taking less jobs and switching over. It did started switching towards the end of there. I ended up having some tents back down there, but
Dude. So I looked up Wonder Woman on that Seed Finder EU. And this is, listen to the taste profile has every single fucking thing almost in the world. Listen, let me tell you. It says sweet floral, nectar, vanilla, orange blossom, violet, sugar, honey, bubblegum, licorice, sour, citrus, lemon, sweet lemon, lime, lemongrass, grapefruit, orange, tangerine, spicy, herbs, cinnamon, pine, maple, and hashish are all the flavors found in the Wonder Woman. And according to Seed Finder EU, it's an unknown hybrid.
Well, way to narrow.
No fucking wonder with that kind of description.
That's a terrible description.
That is. That's just like saying you can find anything, dude.
They're like, so the description, they're like, all right, smoke this. All right, close your eyes.
Yeah, that's. I gotta look. I gotta check my shit.
That's funny because we grew Superman last year.
I will tell you, man, there is some strains that change, dude. That this time rack that I got, if I let it go like an extra week, it turns into licorice. It smells so strong like licorice. Because there's a point where it's just like undefinable. Where I usually chop it at 8 weeks, no matter what. And then this one time, I'm like, yeah, I want to really bring out that smell so that I could show it to someone and maybe they could tell me what it is because I don't know what the fuck it is. And when I let it go that extra bit longer, by the time I had it all ready to go, it totally smelled like licorice. I'm like, I'm going to bring it to someone and be like, oh, that's just licorice. But like harvesting it just a little earlier, it's totally different.
Yeah, I don't think that's that's.
I
think
not
that
accurate,
somebody just sat down and fucking wrote that shit.
But you say it smells like red wine, huh?
Oh, it's definitely red wine. That's for sure. And it was a good one. And the fucker was frost rails. As you seen, really frosty. Every chick that I knew at the time fucking wanted that strain. I don't know why. I always thought it was just the name or whatever, but it was always the taste. They said that it was
the wine cooler.
Really that wine, yeah.
how I describe sweet thing. It's a wine terp. It's like a Merlot.
I have another wine strain. I forget what it is.
Dude,
It
it's
was a
like
Badger cross.
Probably one of those Pinot Noir crosses, no?
It was like
Is
a
that why
brandy
they called
wine.
it Pinot Noir? Because it smelled like that, whatever Pinot Noir wine is?
smells like some dude
Somewhat.
fucking just peed on the side of the road.
There is a winey pheno of the Pinot Noir, and then there's a chocolatey one.
Let's see, I thought it was the chocolate.
There was
The
a
real
fucking
chocolate?
Coma Creations fucking did a cross with it too. That fucking his version of it was amazing. It was really whiny, really whiny. It was really good. Stuck on my cereal. I tried to get that cat on a couple of times. I wish he'd take me up on my offer. He's another good breeder right there.
Eagle, did you have to ever ask Mean Gene from Mendocino to be on the show?
Yeah, Jackson would be a good one, man.
I'll hit him up and ask him if you don't.
Yeah, please do. I hit him up on IG, and I don't think he ever looked at it. Or my main account, my Eagle Gardens one, is like weird. Some people can see it, and some people can't. So, and who's to say on the other end what it is? You know what I mean?
Dude,
Yeah,
I
I see
saw
it.
Tommy Chong was going to be on like a show like this. I'm pissed that he never answered me on fucking Twitter.
Oh man, that would have been really cool.
So who's on this week, Eagle? Who you got? Monday, Tuesday, and I got Wednesday, Thursday.
I don't even know. I don't even think I've lined anything up for this week yet.
What?
I've been fucking
I got
slacking.
Wednesday lined up. You got something.
Wednesday Smileys with
Scottola Granola, man. That's gonna be a fucking killer episode. So if anybody don't know him, Scott's kind of I guess he does have a tendency to come off a little harsh, but he I don't know. He says what he does, and that's respectable to me. I don't know, but he's a professional consultant, and he does Dr. Elaine Ingham's Living Soil Food Web like analysis. So
right.
I mean, that's just going to be an interesting conversation. He's been doing that for a number of years, and that in itself, I'm sure he's learned crazy shit. Like, just, I don't know, man, like we all do. Like, I mean, you start out doing something one way, and then you figure out that didn't, this isn't the way to do it. And then it's like you learn new shit that changes the way you did it, but yeah, I think that's going to be really interesting. So I'm pretty excited. He's he's even going to have some kind of like pictures to show and different things. So it should be cool.
Visual aid.
Yeah, man. Like, we always talk about the bacterial to fungal dominance and all that shit, right? Like,
right, he's gonna have
this
slides.
is the dude actually I mean, he's actually the guy that can quantify if that's what the fuck is in your soil, right? Like,
right, but I'm
that's
sure
what he does. Like, so yeah. So
yeah,
he's going to show samples of ones that were bacterial dominant.
I got,
you know what I mean?
I got questions already, man. Because I bet you from the pot from a fucking 20-gallon container, you pull out a sample. It could be bacteria dominant, and then from the other corner of that soil, there might be a fungal dominant section. Is what I'm thinking in my brain. I don't have comedy up there like Eagle. I'm boring, man. I got thought-provoking questions. So what do you think about that? Yeah, how about that? And the same thing with the EH shit. Like when I was reading through all those papers, like it could vary drastically from one section to another, obviously. And so really getting a handle on the data numbers that it's still, I thought, it's helpful, but it's not totally 100% accurate. Is I guess when I'm like, it's not pinpointed exactly.
Right. No, and that's where like
Nobody wants to know my opinion.
Sure we do, because maybe we can mock it and get some laughs. I like everybody's opinion.
right.
No, what's your opinion? For real, dude. Tell us. It's like none of that shit matters.
No, it's good. Exactly.
Right.
It don't even fucking matter. So whatever.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's bacteria or fungal. Just hit it with the right.
Oh no, it matters. But again, like it's good. Scott's gonna come on and crush it. He'll do good. Scott's a good dude. He'll teach you everything you need to know.
Well, there's always a counterpoint view.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Yours-
that doesn't sound.
I mean, if there's a reason that shouldn't be ran or whatever, I mean, or considered,
That's
what I mean?
why I tell.
There's always a counterpoint. Come on, brother. Damn.
Even people that say they're smarter than me, I question them all the time.
Man, not worth the trouble.
Even people I know that are smarter than me, I ask them questions.
I don't know, brother.
All right, we'll drop that one then.
So yeah, anyway, you got one day this week. Also,
You got one day covered on Wednesday. What do you got lined up, Eagle? I think this would be a good week to have Lexi on and entertain us.
Yeah, probably not.
How about Brittany? Brittany's actually done stuff in the community and worked with the HT people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could teach Lexi how to trim. I'm telling you, you got to work these. Parents should be working their kids, man. If I had kids, they'd be like little. Getting shit done for me.
Wish it were that easy.
I'm sure.
I was like, I had you for one reason.
One reason. Now, get those scissors in your hands. I'll tape them to your fingers. I don't want to see you put them down.
Right.
Yeah, no, I no worries. I'll pack that list. It's a ghost town right now, though. Complete ghost town. Got frustrated last week. Have you guys not watched this shit? About 2 weeks ago, I was ready to say, fuck this shit. That's for reals. Pay attention. That's why I've said, from day one, I gotta.
Yo, did you pencil in Justin Gertner for any day?
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I contacted him and we both kind of, there you go.
He wants, I know he wants.
I've seen you in chat.
He wants to, so yes, set that one in a pencil mark.
That'd be a
pencil
cool
him
one,
in. Yeah, he's been around. He knows he's been around a while.
There's a few people in
chat.
chat.
Would I say that too? But it does though, man. It's it is day by day. It is what it is. I said 1,000. I'm trying.
I understand, man. It's not an easy thing. It's just not. It takes so many times to get each day lined up. You got to ask so
right, and scheduling and
man. To be, I mean, like I've said I've been brutally honest. I'm fucking very honest. It is what it is. It isn't. It had shit to do with the show. It's just fucking more real life daytime shit. You know what I mean? It's like
710 was nervous. He wasn't. He's like, I don't like talking about myself. I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. It's just like hanging out, like hanging out. And I'm like, he'll let you talk about whatever you want, So that was a good one.
This is the best thing I can say about what I was trying to allude to. All I can say is the changes that are coming I'm just not certain how fast they're coming. So it's hard to plan around changes that are coming when the plan hasn't been made yet. You know, can you make, does that make any fucking sense? I intend to keep it going, but if things change tomorrow, well, there might be a delay for a fucking few days. So I don't want to line up a fucking month worth of fucking guests if, you know, 2 weeks down the road shit changes. I got to take a week off.
You never know, man.
Okay.
Still, let me know. I got still a handful of guests for you still.
There you go.
Right on. I'm always open to all the help I can get. I'm not going to say no.
I really want you to have Cha Science on. He's the Cannabis Horticultural Association president.
Oh yeah,
He
dude.
is-
I follow that guy on IG.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've met a lot of times in person. He's very down to earth, but like, no, he's all about the science for sure. Side to side comparisons. Good dude.
Does he enjoy the mushrooms?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not 100% on that one.
I forget who it was, but someone like that I follow was hanging out at a fire, tripping out on shrooms when I went into their live on IG, and it was so funny hanging out with the dude. He's like, he had the camera like on the fire. He's like, look at that glare coming off of the freaking. Yeah, it was trippy. It was funny. I forget who that was now.
I will definitely have to tag you on that one, American one.
Yeah, you go. I'll find. I know there's got to be people I want to know about that I could at least ask from IG.
Right on.
And I have asked a bunch that they never called back. That Nebula Hayes chick from Grow Weed Easy. Yeah, I asked. I asked her. I don't know if she ever paid attention. I even commented it saying, I sent you a DM asking you if you want to be on a show, and yeah, it's still unread. So
St. Bernard's was saying weed could taste good too. Was on IG to come on and talk about stuff. I don't know. Talk about ferments, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, was St. Bernard's on before?
No, he needs to come on too, man. There's a bunch of people.
Oh, he's got to get on.
There's
yeah,
a bunch
dude.
of people I want to come on, dude. They got a story to tell.
Know.
I want to hear it.
I talked to him on Fumidors once. He was the one with he's got the soldier fly larva or whatever, dude. And he was showing it on the IG. I'm like, man, if I was tripping out, that would look so fucking wild. Right. And I'm like, I even asked him, like, do you ever trip out and look at that shit? He's like, all the time.
You know the dopest part about soldier fly larva is if you make a compost bin that's raised above the ground, they still get to it. So it's like a living, floating biodome. It's fucking sick as shit.
It's trippy.
It was wild, yeah. It was a massive amount of those things, just massive.
That is trippy when there's like insects that are like on top of each other, like when they're so
swarming,
swarmed like that, yeah, like ants even too. Like if there's ants where they're like, I think everybody's seen that where they just swarm and they're like crawling on top of each other. That's trippy to look at too, man. That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
fucks with your eye.
That's how the soldier fly larvae used to do, but they used to be like in a bin, and like once you lift the lid and they got exposed to light, they ran. So like you lift the lid and they just like start burrowing. But there's like, dude, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So they're just like eating the matter in between each one of them. It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gonna have to do something about that, but we'll see.
All right.
Over here trying to get room 3 fucking light tight. Then I'm going to work on room 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that needs to be moved a lot.
Long days.
Get her done, dude. I was gonna say I'm ready to go, but I'll wait till 4:20.
Yeah, fucker, you can't jump off 12 minutes early.
I only got 12 minutes. But yeah, the other reason I remember that frog fart's because that's a name, right? That's a fucking name, frog fart. I was like, that's fuck. But the plants, the kid was growing them plants. I think he got removed because he got kicked off of YouTube when they did that purge.
Yeah,
So I remember I went back to go check it out.
I like that name though, frog fart. That sounds like a killer strain. I was like, instantly
Right?
when he said it, I was like, that fucking sounds killer, dude. I don't even know.
Why? Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like,
Right? I was like, instantly, I was like, that sounds fucking badass.
I don't even think they got an ass.
Why am I even interested? I don't even know. Give it here.
But for some reason, right?
My mind went to like a cat piss kind of gassy kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But
I told you guys the story about the cat piss, right? Like back way long time ago, this chick talked me into sending her some shit in the mail. And like I double bagged it or whatever, but I didn't have the fucking food saver vacuum sealer shit. So she goes to the mailbox or to the post office to get the package, and the lady behind the counter says, the guy who sent the person who sent you this must have a cat because it smells like cat piss. And it was definitely that weed at that time. Man, there's weed that literally smells like cat piss, dudes.
It's funny.
yeah.
So they covered.
Yeah, that she didn't. Yeah, I don't know if they would ever make the connection.
Tell that nasty motherfucker not to be letting his cats piss on the box before meals.
Exactly, dude. That's what she was hinting at. After that, the chick's like, yeah, don't be sending me no more shit in the mail.
That's funny.
That was like a long time ago.
Those are the ones though when you're trimming them up that fucking make your eyes water and shit, and like, or when you're harvesting them, you're fucking like, I've had that, dude, where you're cutting them down and like some of them just fucking they get to you after a minute.
Yeah.
Like, your eyes are fucked up, man. Like you're cutting onions or something. Like,
yep.
Weird.
Super high fucking what is it, ammonia?
Yeah, ammonia stank, I guess.
Yeah,
but I think that's
not a terp profile that attracts me, man. I've had to do some work. I've done some demolitions. I used to fucking
rip up floor,
fire jobs and shit like that. You go into a fucking house that's had 10,000 cats in it. You can't breathe, man. That cat piss takes your fucking breath, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
But I love that. Like bubblegum, if it smells like bubblegum, I like that kind of thinking about hiding the that it's weed. If it smells like bubblegum.
If you're gonna call it bubblegum, I think it should smell exactly like Bazooka bubblegum or the fucking original Big League Chew. Like those are the ones that pop in my mind when I think of bubblegum.
Bazooka, that bazooka smell.
Yeah, that'd be the shit.
That shit was a jawbreaker. That gum there, man.
The bazooka.
The bazooka, yeah, let's get it soft enough.
That was like the strip of gum you got in the baseball cards, man.
I love that shit. Weird ass, like rectangle piece.
No wrapping on it or nothing.
And it was like, it's kind of like rock, yeah. It was like a Necco wafer before you got it wet and chewed it up good.
Right, most of the time it's already shattered into pieces.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're not in them no more. They don't have bubblegum in the packs of cards anymore.
I got old school packs from the 90s, dude, that are still unopened. My mom had them. Like they ran a gas station, so she sold them there, and like I don't know, she ended up having them. So I got a bunch of them that are unopened still. And that's what my buddy was saying. He's like, we should open them and eat the fucking gum. I was like, I can't. No fucking way would that taste good, dude.
I don't know.
It's not the memory you remember
hardest
at
gum
all.
ever.
Right?
They had the powder on it.
Probably though, maybe it don't age at all. It's probably the same fucking shit.
Like a
It
Twinkie.
didn't age at all, like a Twinkie or some shit.
But yeah, I never got to harvest my bubble gum. I had fucking seeds of a whole bunch of different shit. I had them at the kid's house. I don't know if I told you guys about this one. And someone that the kid hung out with apparently got in trouble with the cops. So the cops came to the kid's door to ask him questions about the other guy. And he freaked out and fucking chopped everything down and threw it in the garbage and shit. I learned a valuable lesson. A very valuable lesson.
When in doubt, gas it out.
Don't be giving anything. Yeah, people are assholes, and yeah.
This is a direct quote and invitation to love for the plant there. I've asked you a couple times to be on, and they're asking, well, you guys are up, so up on here late so often. We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you to show up for the love of the plant. Come on, we won't have to be on so late all the time.
There you go. Lining them up this week.
Little guilt never hurts.
Right?
He's got a knack for that, just asking people live on the show. I've
That's
fucking
it.
been there, man. I've
Calling
been there.
you out.
I've been there. You go.
Dude, that's how I got fucked into this mess, basically. It was a live one-on-one with Sequence and fucking Skill Bowl. You wanna? And I was like, yeah. And look at where we are fucking couple years down the road.
All right, Love for the Plant says he'll do it. He got a mic and everything. He's ready to go, dude.
There we go, man. That's awesome, bro. Oh yeah.
We're ready for you. We're ready for you. Your episode, actually, the spotlight episodes are a lot earlier, so they should help. So, hopefully.
No, I do dig the concept, man. There are so many fucking stories, so many people. It's so cool that, like, you know what I mean? It's like getting to meet everybody and, you know what I mean? Everybody has their chance to introduce themselves, kind of thing, or whatever. But it's a cool concept, meeting everybody, building the community. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah, and you get them great stories of how it used to be. I never had the tie stick that was wrapped with string around a piece of stem, but I could see it when he was explaining how it comes off the boat, and as it went through everybody's hands, everybody just take a scissor and snip off a fucking 3 inches or whatever, and then by the time you got to the final guy, you know, it was it fit in a sandwich baggie instead of a freaking kilo baggie.
Yeah, dude, if he's running on the biker gangs, I'm sure he was in the mix for sure.
Had some good stories. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's got stories he ain't even gonna want to
tell about. Yeah. It's got to be past the limit of statutes, you know, statute of limitations.
No. I'm sure it would be
What's
a
up,
good book.
Pets Fan 420? There's another good potential cast.
Yeah, do it, Eagle. Get that guilt going live.
Guilt going live.
We know he's got the camera and the mic.
We got to title this one Eagle's Guilt Going Live.
By the time the show's over, we'll have the whole year full.
Ginger Snaps, you've been promising.
She said she was gonna. I seen her typing it. She's gonna come on.
I like every video Ginger Snaps does. She's like, I have seedlings coming up everywhere. She shows in all her containers. She has seedlings, pot seedlings coming up. It's so cool.
Right. Just figure out what to do with them later. Just keep popping them. Just keep popping.
She's got that sweet voice to her. You ever listen to her talk? She's like super easy to listen to. So that'd be. I could just sit here and be like.
Well, I got to pack this up quick.
Better hurry. Everybody, you know what? I love it, man. But there's like a morning crew that jumps on right before 420 and fucking GR 420 jumping in, purple thumb, Cess. This guy. Funny shit.
Hey.
God, just got here for 420. Smoke one with everybody.
Can't forget Purple Thumb.
Yeah. I thought I said him.
Did you? Probably did.
I typed it in anyway, so there it is. Sorry, bro. That's funny. Yeah,
it's my first dab for the night.
Yeah, it is. We didn't play it at all. Missed the 320 mark.
Are you dabbing with us, World's Last Hope? You're a dabber. There you go.
Got a little bit of flour. Don't have any dabs right now, but I got some fresh flour.
There you go.
Counts. That counts. Gonna be 80 today. Holy fuck. Where the heck are you at? Right?
Yeah, today was pretty nice where I was at.
It was, dude. It was fucking awesome.
There we go.
Cheers,
just hit 420. Cheers.
Yeah, this thing's already ready for its first cleaning. Putting in some work with this new rig. Thank you, Sun Grown. Kazoo's glass.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a good hit I just got.
Yo, Smiley, can I see that rig, bud? Same here, bud. Oh, there you go. Is it a nectar collector?
Yeah, dude, just a little cheap one I got at one of the events. It's probably the most. It's probably the most cost effective, I guess. I've used it the most. It's been the cheapest thing I bought, and I've used it the most. But yeah, I gotta get a nice rig so I can be cool like all the cool kids. I used to be cool like Eagle, but now he's got a rig, so now I'm like fucking stuck. I'm not just fucking. I don't want nobody sending me a rig. I'm just fucking around. I gotta get a rig if I want one. Is there a way to clean a new rig when you guys get one?
What do you Smiley?
Extracts or flour?
I don't know. I did get one, but it tastes like shit every time I hit it. It tastes like fucking shit through it. So I feel like there's some kind of a coating on the glass or something.
Did you rinse it out with alcohol? Like you clean?
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I'll have to do something like that.
Glass shouldn't have a smell, bro.
Why? It's like a coating to it or something. I don't know.
I'm glad you asked that because I actually at one time. You ever remember that purple cleaner? You know what I mean? That Purple Power or whatever. It's a nice cleaner. I remember Med used to clean his rigs with it and shit. And I was looking at that shit today, wondering, man, I wonder if I could clean my rig with that. It's pretty cheap. You can actually buy 5-gallon tub of that shit for like $5. But
you get 90% alcohol or better, and you just soak it in that shit for. You might have to do it.
That's a lot of alcohol. That's a nice piece, by the way, there.
Yeah.
No, that's a cheap piece, but yeah.
Can't you just get a bubbler for that, though? You know what I mean?
Well, that's. And then, what do you mean a bubbler?
It is a bubbler.
Well, just like something that you could put a dab bowl on, you know, a quartz nail or something.
Oh, banger! Yeah, I can get
Yeah.
one of them, but the yeah, no, that was my intention with it, but it tastes like shit every time I fucking. It tastes like some weird coating or something's on the glass. So
Yeah, I'd just clean it real good. Like
I'll
you
have
said,
to.
some alcohol. I'd feel good after wiping it down and soaking it in some alcohol and rinsing it, you know. At that point, everything should be alcohol cleans off oil and shit, you know what I mean? I'd feel good after alcohol cleaning.
Did you get it from China?
No, not at all. I got it from. I was just at a place and they had it sitting out. It was like $45-50, something like that. So.
Okay.
So it's cheap. It's not a real nice piece at all. It's just I wanted to look. You know, I can look cool with it online. So
There you go.
I can be
Just have it in
cooler
the
online.
picture.
Killing me.
So true though. So true.
It does
All
look a
right.
lot better hit though. You out of
Yeah,
here,
they-
American one.
I think so.
We'll pop out too at a piss, and it's after the 420. So
I don't have to get up early, but I have to get up tomorrow.
fucking Monday.
Monday. I don't have to get up early though.
Thanks, bro.
TGIM. Bring it.
I
Get
just
out there.
hate early. I hate early, man. It's not for me.
See, with an attitude like that, and you wonder why.
Gonna be a beautiful day though. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get
I
too
ain't
many more
wasting
of
it.
these. Might as well get up early
Yeah.
and get out there. Get a piece of it.
Get up early. I may as well not go to sleep, Eagle. What are you talking about? It's supposed to be up in 3 hours.
I was just
Join
debating the same
Vampire
thing.
Club.
I may do just that. Crash
Yeah.
midday.
But yeah, they are saying that cold front's gonna come ripping through here. Today was awesome, dude. I was out there for a while.
That was nice. Cool, bro. I'm right behind you, man. I don't know if you're doing
All right.
shout outs or anything, but
Eagle, it's always awesome fucking talking shit with Eagle. Thanks for having the show and having the after party and following me down the rabbit hole some nights. That's always fun.
Me following. See, I think it's quite the other way around. Me following you down the rabbit hole.
All right, well, whatever the case, it's always awesome. And we'll check you guys out tomorrow.
yeah, hell yeah.
Great, man. Thanks, brother.
I'll hang out
Peace
in
out,
the
brother.
chat for a bit. Yeah, peace out, world's last hope, and Smiley, keep smiling. The world needs you a smile. So, all right, late.
Peace.
Oh, man. Yeah, man, I'm checking out too. Ego. Definitely appreciated it tonight, man. It was fun. World's Last Hope. Lemon Hoko. It was cool talking with you. Now you can
Always, brother.
rabbit holes too, man. So that's cool. That'll be a good one.
Peace,
out.
man.
Hey, talk to you tomorrow, brother.
I'm out too, brother. I'm gonna let you do your fucking outros. Good talking.
Yeah, you too, brother. Whatever you're going through, man, I hope it looks up for you, man. You can see it in your eyes. You're carrying some weight, man. So hopefully it shit turns up for you a little bit.
Thanks, man. Love you, brother. Peace.
Take care. Thanks for popping on, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night, man. Yep, it is time for the shout outs. I gotta actually put some new names on the list, man. Jay Wire, who else I got on here? Hamilton Groves or Hamilton Grown, Slug 2, Clips, Smoke. Who else? We got Eugene Greenlee, Ace D Hustle, Fred Don Carlos, Sergeant Line. Bunch of new names that I'm sure Lemon Hoko brought with him tonight. And thank you again, Lemon Hoko, for popping on. It was a amazing fucking episode. I want to say it was initially my friend, our friend Majestic Marks that gave me the initial push. So thank you, brother, again for the suggestion, and everyone else in chat that told me they wanted to see Lemon Hoko come on because wow, it was a great episode. I am so glad I had the opportunity to speak and meet him tonight, and hopefully someday, you never know. Hopefully we can get a chance to session meet firsthand, man. That would be amazing. Dank Kind. That's what it is. The Kind Brew. Yeah, sorry about the dead air here. Taking my shout out note that I had. I couldn't find my book earlier, so I was scribbling on a piece of paper these new names. I thought, man, I gotta hurry up, put these in the book before I lose the paper. Sorry about that dead air. Fred Carlos, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, I think I've got it caught up there. All right. Let's do some shout outs. Ready, get some tunes ready. We have Anonymous Mafia. Well, as long as you can get them, that's all that matters, brother. Try to find some tunes here real quick. I'm just going with whatever I can find. This is a rabbit hole. Drink of this coffee. Richard 420 Gramps. I don't even know what the fuck I wrote down there. Mari Bond, Sammy Sizzle 81, 9-inch Colas, Chris Moe, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Catman Grind, GRA, Catman GRA, The Kind Brew, Canadian Canadian J. Man, I gotta get used to these new ones. Dan the Indoor Man, Gromy's Homies, J Wire, Hamilton Bros, Clip Smoke, The Kind Brew, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace, Drew the Hustle, Fred Carlos, Sergeant Live, Boca King, Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilots, Matt Steelbird, Endo 11, Stephanie V, Shark Pulley 989, Von Braun, Sarvin Gardens, Stoner Nation 420, Bugs One, Painted Lady, Frank Buell, Booth, Fuel House Farms, Jay Myers, Jamid, The Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bag Seed, Mr. Bag Seed, Dr. DGC Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Scrolls 420, Scallywag 420, Abolish Mrs. C, Skill Bull 1, The Canic Hate, Med Grower 1, Empire Breeding Cove, Crowley, Lost Lee, Pedro, Liam Ass, Danny Danko, Breeder Steve, B Bear 7, Ale, Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Dog 16, Lonely Jester, Smoking in a Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, White Feather Grows, Rafter Grows, Automation is Freedom, Rob and Robert Hazelton, Dwyer, Michigan Quarry, Double Tap Farms, Bob Grows, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808 Rooting Prospects, The Cannon Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operations Grows, T-Ben, TM 42696, Rude Nut 619, Dr. Scrambles, VB Moon Rocks, GHF Double J, Stealth Grower 56. I lost my place. Bio Greens, Hanky Stanky 420, OG, KP, Georgia Joe, Kanji Nana, Your Mama, Roy Rodriguez, Jim Seco, Bob Groves, Nature's Best Nugs, GR420 Community Videos. Check them out. They're dropping videos almost daily over there. GMO, Minty, and the rest of the crew over there. Check them out. GR Grow Room 420 Community Videos on YouTube. The Lone Stoner, Bee Growing, Killer Bee Grows, Roy Rodriguez, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soy Life 420, Bully Life, Jeffro 420, Dr. Franklin Booty, Beavis 698, Goddamn I'm Baked, The Riffin' Fat Boy, Ted Nugent's Test, Jack Greenstocks, and the Growing with My Fellow Growers. It was tonight, hopefully, or yeah, tonight. Hopefully you guys caught that. Of course, that is Jack. Tao, that is the American one. Aaron the Grower, P Protected Breeding. We have Matthew Gates, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Spartan Grown, Aaron the Grower. I think I got all of them. Sundays, Cheap Homegrown Network on YouTube, 7 o'clock. Definitely worth watching. 420, Spartan Grown, Boom Farm, Smiley's Gardens. You can find hanging out, hopefully here all the time. You found him here tonight. You'll find him here Wednesday with another organics takeover, Smiley's Gardens. I know I'm looking forward to it. Charlie's Farm 420, Aldridge 25. JD's Misty's Nugs was not here, but we would still love you, Misty's Nugs. Smoke and Grow Frazier, Grow Koski, Twisted Roots. The We Church today. Frequency Fridays. Do you even grow, bro? Check out Twisted Roots YouTube. Pretty cool, dude. We got Faded Fiber 420, Jeff Dorowski, Farms, Vault 420, Cameron, Joe Carter, Mystic Marx's message earlier. Thanks again for this fucking direct, buddy. Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps is in the house tonight. I Kill, DT, DTTWE, Grows a Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420. Light up again, Tim. We're missing you, Tim. Are you here tonight? I don't think so. Morning, Tim. If you're listening to this, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, that is, Tara Wilson, Dankman 420, Dankman Dan, Red Set of Farms, Good Life, Bill Sid, Joni Bell, Chicha B, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420, the American one, W Digger 714, Shirates, Kineos, Genetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire, Chris Mertz, even Seldom Seen, John Smith, Oak Park Gardens, Hell 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Micro Slave Hefner, Robert Mr. Green Fingers Thomas, Daniel McDizzle, Medically Fit, Lemon Hoko again. Thank you, Lemon, for popping on, man. What an amazing, amazing guy. Find him, I guess you can find those genetics on Discord. You look him up on Discord and find them awesome genetics. Man, I hate Discord, but I might just look you up there to fucking Lemon. KGB, Rancho Costa Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Chaplin, Bobby Lynn Means, Mr. Mac, Bill S., Trench Digger, Willie Peace, Tonya Like Bologna, Tater Delicious, Minty of Grow Room 420 community videos. Shout out, Minty. Country Roots, Heron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Billy Ray 420, Tommy Trichomes, Teeny Weeny 101, Buds and Hazards. Seeing you in multi-chats today. Bearded B-Man Farm 616, Mr. Club 14, Mike Bauer, Up North, Max Scroom and Ruby, Levine Sharp, Timothy McKimmis, Neo, Thomas, scratch that. Jesse and Bean, Sochronic, Fat Belly, Jennifer Steele, Cannabis 03, Turp Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos Latinas, Great Gator County, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Fire Soul, Wooly Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Jim Bob, White Feather Grows, Burning Shrooms, Tone Grows, Dank, The Caveman Grows, New Grows, Sean McCann, Dank Agenda, Walla Cane Grow, Fall Dog, Huron Cannabis Council, Alyssa Parrish, Rock Fam, Justice Mick, 420 bin, fresh grow, thriving herbs, high boy. Your mailman grows. We be burning Australian grows. For the love of the plant, or love for the plant. Said you check in. That's gonna be amazing, man. I can't wait for that episode. Please let's make that happen. Love for the plant, Argo American, Smock Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Hawaii's highest surf craft, Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobus, Grows, Dank D, Dank Brownies, Elliot, Harkinson, Overgrow, Overwater, Overkill, Majestic Flyer, Seattle, Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Rust, Matthew Gates, Steve's Bags, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Cherbro Grows, Clackamas, Coot DJ Conley, Michigan Grown Buds, Aaron the Grower, your boy Roy Boy, what's up? He was in chat earlier. Delta 9, Jamie Daniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Steinford, PFC Farms, Krusty Socks 1975, Mr. Hanky 7, Mr. Hanky, Sungrown 707. Thank you again for the rig that you and Kazoo helped bring here. I appreciate that 100%. C8 Road, J420, Joe Y, Cascadian Grown, Tito's McGee, 4 Plants, 8 Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buds, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGasser Tempe, Annie N. Dank Brownies, twice now, D Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles 11, Bindu Buds, Micro Rasta Grows, D's House of Dank, Mama Lost 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG89, Unplugged 705, Medical, McGullicuddy, Rick T the Rebel, the 9G207, Fabian, Salinas, Dave's Not Here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Dun Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature's, Justin Conway, Jabriz Allah, Runboy 7426, Justin Good Earth, Let's Make It Happen, Justin Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mole Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco, Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Seaman, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope. Thank you for popping in, brother. And from the bottom of my heart, man, I hope things are looking up for you, brother. For real. Pat's Fan 420. Like to do an episode with you too, my friend. Bio Mentor, Per Dirt Road Dude, Kenneth Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Canna Queen Genetics. And again, I don't do many shows. I don't want to overdo it. You guys get enough of me right here. I'm not gonna do the show to show thing. But Canna S and I will be on her show next Sunday, 9 o'clock. Please check it out on Candy Queen's channel. Looking forward to my say it again. Looking forward to it myself, spending a great night with Canna, hanging out with you guys, being on the other side is going to be fun. Stabby, Tanaze, Fuminor, Dirtman Dan, Keith of Black Sails, Spiky Pilots, Mr. Bacillus, Mr. Zen Premium Gardens, no Mr. in front of that. Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff. It's all the good folks over there on Embracing Organics Thursdays at 9 o'clock. Tyler Teasley, Small Roots, or Soil Roots, Small Tubes, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub T Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC John, Modern Genetics was here tonight. Last PPJ 15. SoCal Weed Nerd, Lexi, Brittany, and Courtney, my baby girls, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Dank Grower, DOA Grow Meds, 420, I guess now, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Cannon Seeds, Nutrient Shootout, Snotty Nikki, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, hanging out here multiple days this week, man. That shit does my heart so good. Seeing more wheat nerds in the house. Let's do it. Let's do it. St. Bernard's Observation Booth. It would be another amazing episode. Wow. High Spy Aldridge 25. Miss Madam T wasn't here tonight. Mr. Stu Moo, Mo Grower, the Canna Krat. Loki Grows, Cast This Guy 79, Burton, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Wolverine Grower, Big Jar Grows, Wayback Farmer, Jimmy One for Life, D Block, MMP Nations, Creations, Weechi, Weekends with Amber Lalana. Of course, that is on Amber Lalana's channel, but it is Amber, Chicha B, Madam T, the Hepa Fake Cam, Little Mitch Tilly. Who else we got over there? The Stone Daddy Jacob, Lily Luna, amongst a few of a great crowd they got going on over there. Sundays, 4 o'clock, the after party, 5-ish. Check them out. The Psychedelic Warlock on Instagram, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Dave 420, Brett Wendell, Big Ed, Manawati G3, The Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany Teasley. That is Brittany and Tyler, of course. Hope Farms, Lisa G, Be Too Crazy For You, John, BGWG420, Dr. Budsville, Purple Thumb OG. Good morning, brother. Be safe. Arturo, Sensimilia, Miss D's Nugs. So nice. I always say it twice. No bad days for you. Hopefully today. Just Face 420, Beach Coast Grower 420, Sir How, what an amazing guy that guy is. Trey Valone, Keep It Real, Hackerton 420, Zeb Zeppelin, Danderton 1620, Audit Everywhere, Weedus 207, sorry brother, snuck you in there early. BT Double D Grows, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boyk, Jeff Chef Life, School of Crop, because I love it. Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Reels 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Haggerty 420, Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, late 1978, and of course, our friend across the pond, G13. Good morning, brother. Have a great day. New Sailboat Wins, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane Med Gardens. Dreamer 77 Double D. Indra popped in late yesterday. I seen it as I was checking out. I was like, fuck. Good morning, Indra. Bad Bunny Nutrients. Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Spaniard Kruger, Jones and DeGrow, Papa G Rose, Raz, Dro Grows, Cass, the Grow From Your Heart podcast with Ross and Jeff was here tonight. One amazing dude. Hopefully you've got some of that awesome Irie genetics in your gardens. Stay Irie. Ross and Jeff. Lily Luna, Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Stony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, Jones and DeGrow, Smith Dude, LG 420, Giant Mike, I'm sorry, Giant Mike. Prometheus Soil was here tonight. Jason Eyestone, P. Wynn, David Kobe, and last but never thank you guys very much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed tonight's episode with Lemon Hotel. I mean, that's a stupid question. I know you did. I had an amazing night. Thank you guys for piling into the rabbit hole, man. At one point we had 65 of us, man. That's pretty awesome for late night hours, man. Pretty damn cool. Thank you guys very much for hanging out night after night. It means tons to me. And I think it means a little bit to you guys too. Don't worry about it. This week. I'm sure we'll get it filled. I will get it filled. I'll keep this thing going. no matter what. Don't worry. Thank you guys. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your journey for the day, please get some rest. If it's the beginning of your journey, please go out there and do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Man, walking, living example of that. And thank you guys, because you guys contribute to that every day. That being said, go out and have an amazing day. We'll see you tonight. No guests. Tonight is a mandatory rabbit hole. Tonight is Monday. I am currently staggering it for the late show. Good morning, Keystone, Canna, Flag, PA. Welcome to the show. Awesome to see that name. Got to put you in the shout out book. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you check us out tomorrow. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tonight. 11:30. Oh, not 11:30. 12:31. Remember, 12:31 on Mondays. Sorry for the late one, but I will be here with Rabbit Hole.